Hello everyone, this is Tristan Dodson on the mic, David Smith on the camera here. We have a Game 2 of a Div 5-6 playoff matchup, best of 3 series, between the Victoria Anarchy and the Victoria Capitals. Anarchy lead this series 1-0 so far. Off the draw, the Capitals win it back. Pritchard gets it to one of his players on the wall. Cam Young will knock it down and play it in deep. Rather, Bill Young, my apologies. I was just playing a drop-in game before this, so if you hear me out of breath a bit, I ran back to try to get here on time, and I got it just in time to commentate here. And the Capitals controlling their own zone. Great play to the middle. It's picked up. That's Olsen. Pass to Pritchard. Pritchard controlled the Harris Mount on the far lane. Shot saved by the goaltender of the Anarchy. Battle for the ball. Timlock plays it past LaJoie. All the way down, icing waved off of it slowly moving there. So they'll say they can get to it. Here's Bill Young playing it back to Timlock. Mackenzie Timlock controls. Shot just wide of the net. Corey Littleton was there as well. He'll come off. Now here come the Capitals the other way. Here's Pritchard. Jamie Pritchard on a breakaway. Lang trying to get back. Pritchard's shot hits I think it grazes the crossbar there and goes high. Now Harris-Mount pass in front, blocked by the foot of Bill Young. Here's Ma. Ma picks it up. Ma watched by Olsen. Ma slows it down, plays across. Isaiah Lang. Lang gets center and chips it down. Glove down by one of the Capitals players and right back to his stick. Ball was anyone's theirs. It was loose. Now Turnbull tries to get there, but he can't. Now it's picked up by Tick, but it's knocked off Tick's stick by Ma. Ma plays it down low. Here's number 9. I got to get my rosters out here on a whistle because I was so quick coming back here. I didn't have them set up yet. Number 9, pass down to the slot to Turnbull. Back to 9, a shot, he scores! Anarchy, quick goal. And they go up by 1 here. And just like that, the Anarchy lead this series and lead this game 1-0 as well in the second game. Thank you everybody for tuning in, we appreciate you. This game is brought to you by Smartway Restoration Ltd, sponsor there, as well as Napper. Off the draw, LaJoie wins it. Rather, that's McLaren, my apologies. McLaren chips it down low. Scott McLaren hustles after it, has the ball. Back check by one of the players on the wall, but he still controls it and chips it down. Capitals pressured there by the goal scorer. Tyler Baldwin plays D to D to his D partner. It's number 88, controlling that. Gotta get the rosters up here, still didn't. Sorry, I got distracted there for a moment. Here's McLaren. McLaren gets the zone, plays it down. Number 87, that's Kohler, I believe. Kohler controls, takes a look. Pass across to Tick. It's out of his reach, but Tick will pick it up. Tick pass to the slot, but it's picked up by an Anarchy player. They try to clear it out the zone. They'll get it to center, but it's chipped right back in. Great defensive play by the Capitals there. Here's Corey Johnson, the captain of the Anarchy. Plays it up the wall, gets it through. Number 9 swings a pass, looking for one of the Anarchy players and all alone in the middle, but then getting back with the Capitals player. Baldwin falls down, no penalty. Sent down, Johnson swings it up. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin plays it across, but it's intercepted by Turnbull. Connor Turnbull chips it past one player, and it's in some feet. Shot, pad save the goaltender. James Baldwin, I believe, is in net for the Capitals. Battle for the ball there. The Capitals pick it up, but Turnbull knocks it down with his leg there. Pass up, kept it at the blue line. It pops out. Just barely, the referee says, Lamont. And delayed offside. One guy was in the zone. He'll just right by the blue line, but he'll check up, so the play continues. Here's Turnbull at the line, rips it. Looking for a tip in the middle was number 6, but he couldn't quite get the wood on it. Now the the Capitals try to clear it out. Auger keeps it in at the center line. Good play by Tim Auger. Here's Shaw. Shaw, Kumar shot blocked. Gets another chance for it. He controls. Pass to the slot. A shot by number 77 in the middle, Davidson. It's just wide. Kind of fans on it. I think he double clutched that. Now Baldwin tries to clear it. Great pressure by Tyler there. In some feet. Kumar to Auger. Trying to go up to Davidson. It's off Davidson's stick now. It's a Baldwin giving away a shot. And they score! Tyler Baldwin coughs up the puck in his own zone. A little bit of an unlucky play. He had the right idea to try to pass it D to D, but unfortunately for him, Davidson was just pushing right in the middle. And the Anarchy double their lead. 3 shots on goal, 2 goals. And they are controlling the entire pace of this game thus far. We'll see if the Capitals can get back in here. Face-off draw center court. Young against Pritchard. Young for the Anarchy, Pritchard for the Capitals. Pritchard wins it back. Pass up. Harem-Samau tries to clear it down. It's off Kumar's stick. Now up in the air. High stick down. And high stick would have been called if Harem-Samau touches it, but it's touched by one of the Anarchy players. Young gloves it down, almost a hand pass, but Young will control. Young takes a look. Cam Young still controls behind his own net. Chip pass up the air, all the way down. Looking for Shaw. It's out of his reach, but he'll pick it up. Virtanen. Rather, I think Shaw lost it. Couldn't figure out where it was on his feet. Now Kumar's pass is blocked by number 18. Now here's Olsen. Eden Olsen controls. Watched by Auger. Olsen shot. Big rebound. Pops right out to Timlock in the middle. Virtanen's there, but Timlock's there first. Mackenzie Timlock goes for the net. Virtanen back checking. A great back check by Virtanen there. Holy. Good hustle by Eric. Pass across. Up in the air. Off a stick of Ma. Out of play. And this will give me time to get the rosters up, hopefully, if the website loads here. Capitals. That's funny. It's some good music playing in here. Off the draw, neutral territory. Bill Young wins it, gets it to Timlock. Timlock's pass through the middle is blocked at center. Kept in the zone. Camera fell down for a moment there. Here's Lang. Lang plays it across. Here's Ma. Ma controls. Up in the air. Just out of the reach of hitting the roof, otherwise that would have been out of play, but they stays in play, just barely. And hustling after that's Littleton. Littleton plays it down low. Turnbull. Connor Turnbull takes a look. Passes the point. Here's Lang. Lang fires. Tipped in front. Out of play. That was Littleton getting a stick on that, I believe. Just barely. But it goes high off the shaft, out of play. If it went down, that might have been a goal. But the deflection ends up going up. Off the draw. The Capitals win in their own zone. It's in some feet. Ball's loose. Picked up by Turnbull. Turnbull spins past a player. Looks in front. Shot. Blocked. In some feet. Clearing attempt from one of the defenders. Goes to Olsen. Eden Olsen controls. Pass up Pritchard. Hustling after it. Ma gets the stick on it first, as well as Lang there pressuring Pritchard. Lang controls. Spins it around. It's kept in by number 18 there on the wall. The website was not loading here properly, so it wasn't. Took a minute to load in. I think it's here now. Yes, it is on the phone. Here's Lang. Lang controls. Lang backhand feed across. Number 17 shot on goal. That was Palmer. Goes just wide. Now here's Ma. Ma looks for a slap shot, but then decides to play it down to Turnbull. Turnbull controls. Turnbull loses the ball. It's chipped down, but not out. Ma gloves it down and plays it up. There's a holding penalty behind the play. Didn't even see that one. Who did it go to? It's the Anarchy getting the penalty. Palmer goes to the box for a hold by the net. 2-minute minor, so there'll be a napper power play for the Victoria Anarchy up to. Rather, sorry, the Victoria Capitals. Brain fart there. Wrong thing. There will be the Capital will be shorthanded. Rather, the Anarchy will be shorthanded. There's a power play, a napper power play for the Victoria Capitals, and they'll try to get a goal back to at least one to try to get it closer in here. Man advantage Capitals off the draw. It's won by the Capitals. Harem-Samau, a Kohler shot, stick saved by the Anarchy goaltender. Here's Lang lifting a stick of Joy, who falls down. That was McLaren, rather, my apologies. Pinned to the boards by Lang. McLaren knocks him down. Now Lang will get a second whack at it with help from Young, pushing him off of there. There's a checker off, rather. Picked up by Ma. Back to Lang. Lang, slap pass, just rips it down as it's a penalty kill. Good play by Lang there. It's picked up by James Baldwin, the goaltender. Here's Tick. Peter Tick. Tyler Baldwin. Baldwin gets the zone. At center now, chips it in deep, but it's out of play. Out of the netting and behind over here on the wall. I don't think we're going to be able to get that one. That one went behind all the equipment here by the outside of the rink. I'll look for it after the first, see if I can get it for him, but that one might be lost to time here. Off the draw, Anarchy win it. Chipped up, trying to get it with Kumar, but it's out of his reach. Kind of double clutches himself. Up in the air, McLaren knocks it down. Shot, saved by the goalie, huge save. Then I think that was Kohler knocks the goalie and puts the net off. Goalie might have knocked the net off himself, kind of. I'm not sure. I believe Randy Kuhn, the regular Anarchy goaltender, is hurt. So I don't know if they have him on their roster. Let's see. Joel Thornber, number 34, is the goaltender today for the Anarchy. Joel Thornber has been sent on his head thus far. Shot, deflected off the roof up in the air and out of play, blown dead. Thank you everybody for tuning in, we appreciate it. Current score 2-0 for the Anarchy. Capitals have 1 minute and 3 seconds left in their power play to try to tie it up. At least get one goal rather, and then maybe tie it up. Tick keeps it at the center line. Now Tick plays it down. Here's McLaren. Scott McLaren takes a look, plays it down low to Harmsmau. Harmsmau controls to Olsen, just off the... Ran out of real estate, just out of space for trying to chip that home, but great pass by Harmsmau. Now down low, pass across. Shot up in the air to the corner. Olsen to the point. Tick plays it in the middle. Young on McLaren there. McLaren gets a shot off a deflection, out of play. There we go. And 29 seconds left in the power play in favor of the Victoria Capitals here. So far, the Anarchy have killed this PK pretty well. Rather, they have been doing the PK pretty well. They've been killing any chance the Capitals get. Their goalie gets it if they have to, but the defense has been locked in, just getting in the way this far. Blown dead. I think it hit out of play or something. I'm not sure what that whistle was for. Number 6, Isbister, pardon me. Had a good chance there. Tick shot off the draw up in the air, just high. Now Tick gets it again. Fires again. This time it's blocked by Davidson. Now Kumar tries to get it, but Pritchard plays it back to Tick. In front, blocked by Davidson. Pritchard shot. Save. Rebound. Olsen tries to play it down low to Tick, but it's blocked by Isbister with a great defensive play. Isbister hard battling with Olsen. Virtanen to number 90. Number 90 is back to the point. Number 90 is Trin. It's sent all the way down by the Anarchy. Nobody touches it on the way there, so that's icing going against them. Capitals will get the O-zone draw here. We'll see what they can do with it. Pritchard on the draw against Turnbull. Turnbull wins it to Ma. Here's Ma behind his own net. Olsen was pressuring him hard there, but Ma saw it and spins it around. Here's Turnbull again. Turnbull knocks it down. It's in his feet. Here's Olsen all alone. Lang getting back. Olsen shot. Big save. Turnbull. Rebound for Pritchard. Knocked off his stick by Lang, and then to clear it out partially was number 9. I believe that's Watt. That is Dylan Watt, number 9, but then it's chipped out of the arena there by Turnbull. And face-off will pop in neutral territory, just outside the Anarchy zone, as it's chipped out by Turnbull's stick. Pritchard takes the draw against Turnbull here. Turnbull for the Anarchy, Pritchard for the Capitals. Pritchard wins it. Chipped up in the air. Parmer tries to get it. He'll get there, chip it in deep. There was a high stick miss there, but the play will continue. Here's Olsen. Olsen takes a look. Knocked off his stick there. There's 3 guys on him. Well, 2 guys on him really hard there. 1 guy back. He's a lethal player here. Tries to bring it to his own, kick it to his own stick, kicks it away from himself. At the line, here's Herrero shot, trying to tip it in front was Olsen, but it's blocked down by Turnbull. Now here's Watt. Watt spins off the check of Hermsmau, loses the ball though as Olsen plays it to the point. Hermsmau controls, tries to play it back in deep, but gives it away to Watt. Now Watt gives it away to the Capitals. That was Herrero at the line. Shot, big save Turnbull. Off the netting, out of play. Clear out so by Anarchy player, so it'll stay in the zone. Parton will take the draw. He'll win it clean. Big draw went from Parton against Bill Young. Here's Hunter. Hunter passes down low in front from a play from Heddle, but it's out of the reach of an Anarchy, rather out of the reach of a Capitals player. Anarchy player clears the zone. Mackenzie Timlock gets the zone, rips it down. Here's Littleton. Corey Littleton controls. Pressured hard there by Hunter. Littleton still maintains possession. It's in some feet, but now Tyler Baldwin picks it up. Baldwin plays it up, looking for Parton. Parton gets it, but he loses the track of it in his feet. It's picked off by Young. Bill Young, Timlock shot, pad save Baldwin. And Tyler Baldwin plays it away from the net from his son, the goaltender. Here's Hunter. McLaren plays it up to Hunter. In some feet. Timlock fires just wide. Baldwin comes out to play it off the backboards, and then he'll cover it up for a whistle. Both goalies pretty solid. Baldwin let a couple quick ones in, so he's not going to be happy about that, but it is what it is. Now off the draw. Here's Parton. Parton picks it up. Ball was kind of loose in some feet for a while there. Now cleared back in. Parton again plays it up, looking for his teammate. That was Trin. Now knocked off Bill Young's stick, but gave it right to Trin. Phil Trin, back check by Young. Trin loses the ball. That was Isbister trying to crash the wall and bring it back up, but it's given away, but now given right back away by the Capitals. Here's Shaw. Caleb Shaw chips it past Baldwin. Tyler Baldwin trying to get back to play D there. He'll get back and watch his man. Pass to Davidson, a shot, a big save. Baldwin in front, cleared off the line. Right in the crease. Given away now, Davidson again a shot. That one's heeled wide. Here's Isbister. Isbister to Shaw. Caleb Shaw, watched by Kohler, tries to play it to himself. Baldwin's there in pressure, but Shaw gets the ball and keeps possession. Corey Johnson's shot. Kind of fanned on it as he tried to rip it on net, but gets through wide. The Capitals pick it up. Here's number 87, Kohler. Controls. Spins off a check of Young. Pass to the middle. McLaren, look, shoots. Wide. Tick tries to pick it up. Goaltender Thornburg will chip it off his net behind and in front. Stick knocked out of the hands of Kohler, right, and Isbister's all alone now in the neutral zone, but then he's back check D. Shot. Blocker save by James Baldwin, goes right to the high crease. He gloves it down for a whistle. Make sure there's no rebound for anybody to pop home. Good save by Baldwin there. Face off deep in the Capital zone. Anarchy lead 2-0. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Off the draw. Think they didn't like it, so they'll redo it. I think Tick might have kind of crashed the middle a little early. That's what Everett says, at least, I believe. Face off draw. Parmer wins it back to Ma, but it's kind of past him. He'll pick it up, though. Pass Atkins. Spins it off Atkins. Ma shoots. Pardon me. Try to look for a tip in front from Turnbull, but it's just wide. Turnbull will pick it up, though. Turnbull tries to play it up. The goaltender, Thornburg, will play it to Lang. To Ma off his stick. Gets that to Watt. Watt to Ma. Marshall Ma. Pass down low, looking for a Turnbull. Just hops over his stick there. Pass back from Turnbull to Ma. Ma winds. Fakes a slap shot pass in front to Turnbull, but it's just chipped high. Again in front. Parmer was there, but Turnbull will come there to the wall and pick it up. Connor Turnbull to Isaiah Lang. Lang controls. Lang takes a look. Watched closely by McLaren in the middle. Turnbull shot. He scores! Great pass from Ma right on the tape. And Turnbull knocks it home. Gets it just in the 7-hole above the pad, below the glove of Baldwin. And the Anarchy triple their lead, 3-0. Their 9th shot on goal. They find the twine and go up by 3 here. The Victoria Anarchy are the team to beat right now in this division. I mean, they're completely controlling the momentum of this game. The Capitals are getting the gears given to them. They're getting worked here. They're getting worked. So we'll see if they can get it back and calm it down and maybe get a few goals on against their opponents here. But right now, the Anarchy are absolutely dialed. Here's Olsen. Olsen controls. Takes a look. Eden Olsen. Passes the point. Virtanen to Herrero. Herrero back to Olsen. Eden Olsen controls. Pass across looking for Pritchard. Goes off a deflection from Bill Young, but Pritchard picks it up. Watched by Timlock. Pritchard controls. Spins it off the wall. Pass in front on his backhand. Cleared behind his own net by Lang. Trying to go to Littleton, but it's picked up by Virtanen. Virtanen tries to chip it down low to Olsen. It's out of his reach. Here's Harem somehow. Pass in front. A shot from Pritchard just wide. Timlock might have barely got a stick in there to just kind of disrupt that play, as I think he did. If so, what a great defensive effort by Timlock. Shot from Virtanen, and he scores! Think it's tipped in front by Olsen. If not, Virtanen might have just ripped that home. I couldn't tell if that was deflected or not. I think it was. But regardless, a great shot by Virtanen. Eden Olsen was there in the middle screening the goaltender. The Capitals get their first goal, 7th shot on. They finally beat Joel Thornburg. Took quite a long time, as he was very solid in the beginning of the stage of this game. Face off center court. Cam Young wins it back. Here's Auger. Auger plays it up to Davidson. It's out of his reach, knocked off his stick. Now here comes Cam Young. Gets his zone, pass across to Shaw. Shaw loses possession, gets it back in some feet. It's picked up by Pritchard here. Here's Pritchard. He chips it past one of the players. A shot. Looking for the poke check was Thornburg, but it was just out of his reach. But then Pritchard chips it wide. Haremsmouth's shot hits the back of the net. Here's Jamie Pritchard again, number 26, controlling. Pass in front. Wide, hits the side of the net. Haremsmouth's pass blocked by Kumar there. Up in the air, here's Kumar. Thinks he has more time than he does. Tries to keep it out. Chip it out, rather. Now it's out the zone. Virtanen to Pritchard. Great pass under pressure by Eric Virtanen there. Pritchard gets the zone. Tries a feed to Haremsmouth. Up off of deflection. Haremsmouth will pick it up, though. Haremsmouth, look, shoots, rebound. Olsen was there. He was tied up by Auger, though. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard controls. Pritchard takes a look. Puts it to the point. Virtanen played it in deep, looking for Haremsmouth, but it's blocked by Young. Young gets it to Davidson. Virtanen on the back check. Great look. Virtanen does a great job now defensively to chip him to the corner, make sure he can't drive the middle. Now another chance from a pass from Parmer. It's blocked. Here's Cam Young. Kumar, slap shot, wide. Rebound pops off the back of the net. Baldwin trying to find it, pass in the slot. Cam Young, down low. Kumar, it's out of his reach. Chip play, clearings by the Capitals, kept in by Cam Young. Cam Young shot, blocker, save Baldwin. Rebound, Young gets it again, another shot. Great defensive stick by Hunter there in the middle. Young still has it, gets to Davidson. Davidson gets the ball and oversteps it for a second, but just gets enough to chip it in. Here's Parmer. Shot from Timlock blocked, rather Young blocked. Another shot from Davidson blocked by Hunter. Young again, a third chance, still loose. Backhand, Young scores. Oh my goodness, the Capitals couldn't clear the zone. Cam Young had like 6 chances to score that. What the heck is the defenders doing? They were getting tired. I mean, I don't blame them. They were absolutely being peppered with shots there. Baldwin is not to blame on that at all. he was making some quality saves. The defenders were kind of out there lost swimming. But with that many chances to score against you, you're going to get tired and you're going to kind of be out there swimming, trying to figure out who your man is when there's so many players in front of the net. Cam Young makes the Capitals pay, brings his team back to a 3-goal lead. It's now 4-1. Baldwin plays the body and hits Watt there. Makes a great play. Pass in front and some feet. Parmer looking to bank it off the back of Baldwin. Just goes behind the net. Here's Watt. Dylan Watt controls. Watched by Pardon. It's to Johnson. Johnson is Mr. Shot. He scores! Oh my goodness. An absolute rocket unloaded by Isbister there. A dime of a pass by Johnson. Right on the tape. What a play by Corey there. Holy. You couldn't have drawn that up better if you tried. Unreal. That pass was absolutely perfect. A little bit of sauce on it right to the tape. Isbister just has to walk into and rip it. And that's what he does. And now the Anarchy lead by 4 with 5-1 lead. This game already feels like it's getting fully controlled. We'll see if the second frame they can get it back. The Capitals can. There's 15 seconds left in this first. Anarchy just giving it to him, just not relenting on any of the plays, being relentless on the forecheck. Ma keeps it at the line. Still keeps it at the line. Ma spins off a check at the horn, drive the middle, had a chance, but he'll run out of space. And run out of time. And we'll be back at you in about a minute and a half with the second and final period of this men's Div 5-6 playoff game. This is the second game of the series. The Anarchy lead the Capitals 1-0 thus far. They won the first game. We'll see if the Capitals can get it back and get back in this game here and maybe make it more interesting. But we'll be back at you shortly. Still lots of action to be had. Don't go yet. Thank you. Hello everybody, this is Tristan Dodson on the mic, David Smith on the camera, back at it again. This is the second and final period of a Div 5-6 playoff game, Game 2. Best of 3, so off the draw. Capitals win it, Tick gets it across, they get the zone, play up in the air, blocked by Turnbull. Then Peter Tick's after Turnbull. Ma's there as well. Ma gets it, it's knocked off his stick by Tick, great play by Tick there. Here's McLaren to the point. Kohler shot just high. LaJoie will hustle after it. The camera fell here for a moment. Now they get the zone. Chipped in, but it's blocked. Yeah, that's good. Chipped down. I thought the Anarchy had a chance to get another shot on goal at least there, but it's blocked. Great defensive play on the wall. Try to play it in. It's knocked off the stick of LaJoie into the bench. It goes out of play. Yeah, put it here. There you go. That's good. You don't gotta put it so high. Sometimes you can't see. Put it a little lower like this. That's good. Yeah, no worries, you got it. Face-off draw. Turnbull shoots. Shoulder save Baldwin. Clearing attempt kept in by Watt. Dylan Watt controls. Back to Connor Turnbull. Turnbull watched by Olsen. Turnbull's past the middle, looking for Watt, but it's picked off by Pritchard. Now Haram Samau feeds Pritchard off his stick. And down. Icing is waved off as it's deflected. Here's Lang. Lang to Ma. So Ma controls. Takes a look. Great pass up the middle, looking for Young. High stick from a Capitals player. And then shot on goal by Bill Young, blocked by Herrero. Off the roof, out of play. Face-off will be deep in the Capitals zone, deflected off a Capitals player stick out. Anarchy will get the O-zone draw up 5-1 lead. Just over a minute and a half gone in this second and final period of this best of 3 Div 5 playoff series. Shot from Kumar, just wide. Good rocket through. Littleton tries to pass through the crease. Almost works out, but it's off a stick and high. Here's Eden Olsen. Olsen controls. Here's Pritchard. Jamie Pritchard shoots. Big save by Thornburg. A bit of an awkward one. Don't think he knew he had it. Now falling down was Pritchard. No call. Both kind of got tied up, so I agree with that. Just let him play on that one. Auger will get it past Haramsmau. Auger will play the body, chip it to the middle, but it's kept in by Hunter. Hunter shot high, rebound, hits the back of the net from Thornbury, plays it to the corner to Young. Bill Young tried to play it to Timlock. Icing waved off by Lamont there. And here's Vertanen, pass across. Pass across in the zone by Pritchard to Olsen is intercepted. Here's Eric Vertanen again. Gets it to Jamie Pritchard. Pritchard watched closely there by Kumar. Kumar gets it for a second, but Pritchard gets it back and keeps possession. Now he loses it. Shaw trying to go over to Davidson, but it's kept in by Vertanen. Here's Eden Olsen. Olsen takes a look. Pass across. Pritchard shoots. Thornburg makes the save. It kind of rolls in his pads, and he'll swallow it up. Make sure there's no rebound for the opponents. Thornburg stand on his head here early in this second frame. He has a bit of a cushion here with his team with 4-goal lead, but you don't want to start slipping now. That's when things get hairy. Still a lot of time left in this game. Just over 14 minutes of the 17-minute period. Second one of 2. So if you start letting in goals now, that's when the comeback train could keep going, and you don't want that. But pass up. Try to keep that in the middle there was number 88. He loses it. That was Atkins. Baldwin will play it up. Baldwin to number 69. Fought for it. It's Parton. Matt Parton controls. Watched by Isbister. Parton loses it to Isbister. Isbister plays it to Young. Young controls. Tries to play it down. He does. Davidson in some feet. Play up. Blocked by Atkins. Reese Atkins takes a look. Shaw's watching him. Atkins, great play up to Trin. Trin gets the zone. Spins it past Johnson. Phil Trin takes a look. Controls. Sees the point. Plays it to Atkins, who tries a slap shot, but it's out of his reach. Through his feet there. Here's Reese Atkins. Tyler Baldwin. Turnbull trying to get back. A bit of a long shift for him, so he's a little gassed. In the zone, Trin back to Baldwin. Baldwin on net, looking for a tip from Parton. He tips it just wide. In some feet. Pass to the middle. LaJoye's shot fanned on. Baldwin shoots it down low, hits the referee Everett. Trin will pick that up. Here's Phil Trin behind the net. Number 69, pass behind to Trin. 69 is Heddle. Trin spins off the check of Johnson. Trin still controls, try to go back to Heddle, but it's intercepted. Play up, kept in at the center line by Tyler Baldwin. In some feet, weird bounce. Trin gets a backhand on it just wide, as the goaltender Thornburg thought he had more space, but he didn't. Parton back checking, but Watt will still control. Watt watched by Baldwin now. Tyler Baldwin watching Dylan Watt. Watt takes a look. To the point. Turnbull. Lang. Lang spins past the check, tries a shot blocked by LeJoy there. Pass in front, Parmer's there. Still loose, Baldwin makes a stick save. Play up. Here's Kohler. Kohler trying to chip it past Turnbull. Kohler wanted a penalty there for a slash in the hands. He won't get it. Well, they will get it, I think. He's putting his hand up. My mistake, Everett saw it all the way. I was looking at the other referee. Everett Hudlin had his hand up right away, so Connor Turnbull will go to the box, I believe, for a slash. As he smacks down on the stick, trying to keep possession. I think that'll be 4. We'll see. I believe stick infractions are always double minors, but could be mistaken. Maybe in playoffs it's a different rule. Yeah, it'll be 4. He'll take a 4-minute slashing penalty, double minor. Trying to get rid of stick infractions here, so making it double minor gets definitely makes you think before you do it. 4-minute power play is pretty long. You don't want to be shorthanded for 4 minutes. A shot off the draw, just wide. There's a chance for the Capitals to get back in it here on a napper power play. Here's Eden Olsen. Eden Olsen tries to play it up. It's blocked by Young. Bill Young, great play. But Eden Olsen gets back, tries to play it to Tick, but Tick isn't there. It's past him, but he'll go to the wall and high glass and maintain control. Pass up Herrero. Herrero takes a look. High Herrero gets the center line from a pass from Olsen. Herrero gets it himself. Watched by Ma. Play it to McLaren. McLaren takes a look to the point. Tick fakes a slap shot. Decides to play it. I don't know. Here's Kohler. Kohler controls. Watched by Timlock. Pass across looking for Olsen. Is deflected by Young and cleared down. What a shift by Bill Young there. Great penalty kill. Unreal. They're trying to bail out their buddy here, Turnbull, who took a bit of an undisciplined bad play there. Pass across. Here's Littleton with a great play. Littleton to Davidson, a 2-on-1, short-handed. Davidson, look, shoots, hits the post. Rebound, he still controls, wraparound attempt through the crease. Here's Tick playing it up. Tick gets it to Hunter, rather McLaren. McLaren gets his own here. Scott McLaren controlling. Pass across, high stick by Ma. Now it's good as it's touched by Olsen. Hunter shot, pad save. Marshall Ma will pick it up from that rip from Sean Hunter off his goaltender. Ma controls. Ma still controls, he gets it up. Short-handed. Here's Ma, he decides to spin back and kill some time in his own zone. Good idea from Ma there. He'll just play it slow. Now Ma, watched by Hermsmau to Littleton. Littleton tries to play it back. Now Littleton will try to clear it out, but it's picked up by Pritchard. Here's Pritchard. Littleton gets back. Shot high, way high by Pritchard there. Maybe didn't get all that he wanted on it. Pass across. They score! Littleton gives it away in his own zone. What an unfortunate break. They were killing this penalty easily, cleanly. Looked like it was easy for them. Then a little error, and then the Capitals make them pay on a man advantage. The very end of that power play. It was like a minute and 30 left. They get their second goal of this game. And they're closer back in it here with 10 minutes remaining. We'll see if they can tie it up. You never know. The Capitals they must tie it up to make a third game to see if they can move on. If the Capitals lose this game, the Anarchy move ahead. It's a best of 3 series. Anarchy lead 1-0. Here's Davidson on the giveaway. Davidson takes a look. Shot. Blocker save by Baldwin. Davidson will pick it up. Cleared to the corner looking for Hunter from Vertanen. Hunter plays it out, but Cam Young keeps it in. Cam Young takes a look. Plays it down low. Shaw shot just wide on a sharp angle. Here's Eden Olsen. Olsen spins off a check, controls and gets it past Young as well. Spins off 2 checks. Davidson will go off after a long shift. Eden Olsen, pass across, gets it past Hermsmau, but Vertanen will pick it up at the line. Vertanen, Pritchard. Pritchard watched closely by Kumar. Pritchard spins off the check of Kumar, pass to the slot blocked. Here's Shaw who will chip it down and chase after it as well. Icing waved off. Thought it was icing, it won't be. Vertanen will end up getting back, playing it around, but nobody's there for his team. It's picked up by a Anarchy player, 3-on-2. Pass to the middle, looking for Shaw. Now a clearing attempt blocked by Cam Young. Cam Young rips it just wide, up in the air. Off the high glass, swallowed up by James Baldwin, the Capitals goalie. A bounce. And he'll cover it and give his team a chance to a breather here to slow it down and try to get it out of their own zone now. Good pressure by the Anarchy here. They just gave up a goal on the end of a power play, a double minor. But now, right after they gave up a goal, they're hustling back, trying to get their 4-goal lead back. And they had about 3 chances, 3 quality chances, maybe 5 chances to score. Here comes Hedl. Hedl past Auger, backhand. He scores! I didn't even know it was in. I couldn't see. I didn't see the call. Everett was right there. Andrew Hedl scores a goal. He just drives the net on the backhand, chips it 5-hole in Thornburg. And that's one Thornburg's going to want back. Hedl just drives past Auger. Auger gets beat clean. And he was slow to that. He was slowing down. I think he thought he had him covered, but then slowing down in front of his own net ended up leading to a goal. Past center, chipping it down was Hedl, who just has the goal moments ago. Now it's 5-3. The Capitals getting back in it here. We'll see if they can win this game and make it a 3-game series. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin delayed offside. They check up. Brings it in the zone. It's knocked off his stick. Here's Watt. Dylan Watt watched by Tick. Tick gets it, but it's knocked off his foot and right to Watt again. Watt controls possession. He maintains it. Cam Young tries to go for a shot. He kind of oversteps the ball here. Trin's clearing attempt goes through Young, but kept in by Johnson. Johnson spins it around down deep. Tick controls, plays it through the feet of Parmer there. Here's Hedl. Hedl controls. Hedl spins off a check of Cam Young. Drives the wall. Makes center. Spins off another check. Pass in. Here's Parton. Parton across. Trin shot just high. Might have been deflected by a defender there. I think Johnson might have got a piece of it. Here's the Capitals again. Pass in front. Pass blocked. Picking that up is Isbister. Isbister controls. He gets center and passes Herrero. Isbister spins off a check. Jack Isbister in front. Nobody's there at the point, but Timlock will pick it up. Timlock spins it around. Parmer. Back to Timlock. Timlock. Parmer kept in at the center line off the bench. The defensive man changed, and that was Lang getting just in the center enough time to get it out of harm's way. Here's Atkins playing it in deep for Tick. Tick kind of loses the ball. His stick gets jammed along the boards there for a second. Tick gets it back again. Tick plays it up. Kept in at the line by Isbister. Great play. Now here's Timlock. Mackenzie Timlock shot. Wide. Cam Young tries to pick it up. It's out of his reach. Atkins can't get there in time, though. Lang tries to get it, but then it's up in the air. He can't knock it down. Isaiah Lang battling with Kohler. Lang making a great play. Lang pushes Kohler to the wall. Gets his teammate Ma able to help out. Now a pass attempt blocked by the stick of Lejour there, rather Kohler, my apologies. Here's Ma. Ma picks it up on a pass attempt to Kohler that can't be picked up by the Capitals. Now play up the wall. It's just inside the zone, their own zone by Hunter, and he just brings it up and passes it in. They get the zone. Here's Kohler. Lamont says he wasn't in, so to lay it offside. McLaren didn't even realize that. He almost couldn't check up. Sent all the way down. That'll be icing against the Anarchy. Just played off the scorebox glass there and out. Finally, now Turnbull was able to come out of the box. I think he was, or no, it was a while ago he came out. I was confused for a moment. You don't gotta put it too high, it's all good. You don't gotta see the whole glass up, you just gotta go down on the floor, that's good. But don't zoom it too far. You're not right now, you're good right now. Up in the air, in some feet, shot, blocked. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard, pass up, but it's blocked by Shaw, looking for Hunter. Shaw will play it down, goes towards the net, so icing's waved off. Baldwin plays it up. Connor Turnbull controls, shot on net. Rebound to shot, they score! Caleb Shaw on a bad giveaway from James Baldwin, right off his glove, right to Shaw, all alone, backhand, top shelf. And just as I thought the Capitals were getting closer to be back in it, they lose the 2-goal lead and they go down to a 3-goal lead, deficit, rather, not lead. they lose the 2-goal deficit, and it becomes a 3-goal deficit. Sorry, it's a bit tired here, folks. Brain fog. Can't get my words to come out the way I want them to. Face-off draw. Olsen wins it, but it's picked up by Turnbull. He chips it in the air, hustles after it. Just under 6 minutes left in this game. Pass to the slot, looking for Watt, but it's just out of his reach. Behind him on the play. Here's Harem somehow. Pritchard tries to stick a look for a shot. It's knocked off his stick. Great back check by Watt there, but then Virtanen plays it past Parmar. Ooh, pardon me. Harem somehow gets in some feet, chipped to the wall. Picked up on the high glass by Tick. Peter Tick takes a look. Slap shot, looking for a tip from Haremsmau, but can't get it to him. Haremsmau now shoots at the net. It's blocked by the stick of Ma, right in the lane. Olsen picks that up. Olsen loses it, but Haremsmau picks it up. A shot is blocked. Now another chance. Chance to clear it. Kept in by Virtanen. The pass gets past Olsen, hops, kind of funny, and Ma picks it up, but Olsen's still pressuring him. Olsen plays it up to Pritchard, kicks it to Olsen. Olsen, shot blocked, rather a pass in the slot, blocked by Turnbull. Haremsmau's there, with kicked by Olsen to Haremsmau. Virtanen shot, tipped wide. Olsen tries to play it up. There's going to be a penalty to the Anarchy for a trip, I believe, on Olsen behind the net. I think they might have gave him did they give him an embellishment on that? I thought he said both were going. I don't think he said that, but that's what I heard, I thought. Oh, okay, I thought they were giving him the embellishment for the trip. I'm like, how? He didn't even, he got taken down. What is he supposed to do? Yeah, my mistake, folks. I thought they were giving Olsen the embellishment, but they weren't. It's just a penalty for a trip for the Anarchy. Timeout for the Capitals, down 3. They'll be on a Napper power play in 30 seconds after their timeout ends. We'll be back at you then. Going to mute the mic here for about 30 seconds. Don't get lots of action to be had. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back at you shortly. Hello everyone, this is Tristan Odds on the mic, David Smith on the camera, back at it again. Capitals timeout has ended. 4.5 minutes left in this game, maybe with about 2 minutes if they score, they might pull Ballwind, I wouldn't be surprised. This is a 5-on-3 power play. They have 2 penalties, I'm not sure what the second one was, but both minors. Off the draw, Capitals win it, here's Tick. Tick shoots, big blocker save by Joel Thornbull there. Thornbur's unreal. Keep getting his name messed up. What a save. Here's Herrero. Herrero, pass across looking for Pritchard. It's in his feet and he can't pick it up. Isbister on the wall. Hustled by Olsen. Given away. Haremsmau to Tick, who shoots. It's blocked. In front. Ball's loose. Played up. Clearing attempt off a stick and out. It'll stay in the Anarchy zone, I believe. Or just outside, rather, off of deflection. Oh, body contact penalty for one, and the other one was a trip. Yeah, fair enough. David, thanks for seeing that. I wasn't looking at the ref because I was trying to watch the ball there. Thanks for the shout-out. Yeah, that's body contact, that signal. So there must have been a body contact penalty. I think it was before maybe, or maybe behind the play in the neutral zone. I don't know. But regardless, a trip against Olsen and a body contact penalty of some form. So 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Try to shot. It's blocked by Watt. Clearing attempt by the Anarchy. It will go down. 3 minutes left, or 3 minutes 40 seconds rather left. Baldwin pass up to Tick. Tick cross to Pritchard just out of his reach. He'll pick it back up though. Pritchard controls, loses it, and it's chipped on goal. The Anarchy killing the thing here. We'll see if they can keep that momentum rolling and kill all the time so far. Herrero. Kai Herrero controls. Herrero gets center. Take a look. 48 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Cam Young. Baldwin will be pulled. Shot for the empty net. No icing as it's a penalty kill for the Anarchy. 5-on-3. 6-on-3 rather now as the goaltender's pulled. Here's McLaren. McLaren with 2 minutes and 55 left. Pass up in his feet. Isbister loses it to a play by Cam Young. Sliding across is kept at the line by Herrero though. Herrero. Pritchard. Jamie Pritchard takes a look. Watched by Cam Young. Pass across Hermsmau. Pritchard shot high and out of play. It's clear out of play. Face-off will pop outside the zone as well. And the Capitals' chances isn't looking that good. I think they'll have to put Baldwin back in as they have a neutral zone draw. It's back in as it's not in the O zone, so it have to be 5-on-3 again for 6 seconds. Then after that, it'll be back to even strength. Both penalties at the exact same time, it says. Exact same length, 1 body contact, 1 trip. Here's Tick. Tick plays it down low. Baldwin will come out. A pass across for Olsen just out of his reach. Shot for the empty net. It hits the net, so it can't be icing. And with just over 2 minutes left, they're going to try to pull Baldwin again, but they have to keep the zone for longer than that. Last time, that would have been a goal clean if they had happened again. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard picks that up, trips it down. Hustle after the ball. It's knocked off Pritchard's stick. Cam Young picks it up. Olsen tries to play it in deep. It's blocked by a stick of Cam Young into the score box, rather the penalty box there. Baldwin was considering being pulled. I think he was thinking about it, but they don't have the zone. They have neutral territory. Parton will win it. Parton, or rather, was there on. He lost the draw. My apologies. I spoke too soon. Here's Turnbull. Connor Turnbull takes a look. Shoots. Pad save Baldwin. Minute and 30 left. Heddle takes a look. Plays it up. Trin gets the zone. Trin controls. Now he'll come. Baldwin will go to the bench. Kohler will come out. The shot goes out of play. I think they have a second timeout. If I was the Capitals, I would call it now, but we'll see. Do you only have one timeout? I don't know how that works. Or maybe you only have one timeout a game. That would make more sense. Yeah, anyways, still down 3 goals. Goalie pulled 6-on-5. Even strength moments ago, but as Baldwin comes out, penalty's over for the Anarchy. Shaw gets it to Ma. Fires it down. Glove down by Hunter. In some feet. Net empty. Here's Shaw. He chips it past. Takes a look for the empty net. Shoots. Hits the post. Here's Davidson. Oh, Parton misses a clearing attempt. Goes through, and Shaw was there, but Caleb Shaw couldn't get it. Tries to pass down low. It's tipped in. And now we have Kohler having a battle with Shaw as he just scores in the empty net. I don't know what the point of that was. You're already down that many goals. Again, it's frustrating. We don't got to give a guy a chop right near the midsection. We have a fight happening here. Ma was about to go with Parton. I wish they would let him at that point. That would be great. Parton wants to go with Ma. The refs won't let it happen. Lamont is saying no. Lamont and Everett have this under control completely. It's what you like to see, honestly. Fights are cool, but at the end of the day, this is just for fun. We're all going back home to our families, and we're not in the NHL. There's not a big deal, so probably a good idea to let the refs be in the way of this and just keep the game under control. Lamont and Everett are the two refs I'd say that do that the best, probably. As much as it would be nice to see a fight, don't any crazy injuries. We'll have a timeout for the Capitals now, I believe. I'm not sure what's going on here. They keep. I mean, there was a lot of penalties on that play, I think, so they're trying to figure it out themselves. The refs even trying to talk it out, see what they're gonna call. I think they gave the Anarchy a power play. Young's giving him the gears. I love that. That's great. Cam Young's talking smack in his bench over the penalty box at Kohler. That's great. You gotta give them the Anarchy credit. They're getting in their heads. And they're up by 5 goals, 7-3. You got an empty net goal moments ago. The refs are talking about it. I think we should just start getting it going here. Let's go bring the play now. It's already up 7-3, so they're already going to lose this game anyways. It's 5-on-4 for the Anarchy. Parton, and I think there's 3 penalties. Or no, Trin looks like he's in the box, but I don't think maybe he's just standing behind it. Definitely Kohler and Parton's get a penalty. And for the other way, who got the penalty for the Anarchy? I think it was Young. But Andrew Layden, the ref, is sitting in the penalty box. I think Young's just sitting behind the bench. Having a conversation. The refs are solid on their decision. They're not going to make any changes here. The Anarchy will get a power play. Partons takes a retaliation call. And Dustin, the DJ, started playing some Jeopardy music. Shaw picks it up. Baldwin loses his glove. Lamont will blow it dead. Good call. It's knocked off by a battle beside the net. Fair enough to blow that dead. Good call by Lamont there. Face off deep in the Capital zone. Anarchy up 5, 7-3. Haremsmouth tries to crash the draw. He can't though. Littleton will play it down low. Timlock spins it around. There's Shaw. Caleb Shaw takes a look. Pass in front. Chip over the play of Olsen, but they don't grab it and pick it up. That was Watt with a great chip. Here's Olsen. Olsen controls. Watched closely by Isbister. 20 seconds remaining. LaJoie's shot. High stick. They'll say no. Up in the air. Here's Watt. 10 seconds remaining. Timlock has the ball. He'll slow it down. Baldwin pressuring Timlock here. And that'll do it, folks. The Anarchy will take this series 2-0. And just like that, the Anarchy win this 7-3 in the second game. Best of 3 series, 2-0. Double. And I think we might have a watch the celebration here. We might have players of the game in a trophy ceremony, so I'll keep it on for a bit to see if that's the case. I think we will have that. We did last time. I just don't know if every game has that. I mean, they win the series, they move on. Does that mean they win their division, or do they have to go to a second round? Oh, I think they have to go to another game to play in the Div 5. So I think this is their first series. They'll move on to play another team that is still to be determined. So that'll do it, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Final score, Victoria Anarchy 7, Victoria Capitals 3. And goodbye. Thanks again.